All right. So this is a consent form.
Okay.
And it just basically states that you're doing this interview with me for class. There's two of them here. That you're doing this interview with me for class, and it's going to be used for class purposes only.
Absolutely.
To help me with my consultation skills to become a school psych, but also help you work through, hopefully, your problem if you're having one.
Okay, thank you.
And I hope you don't mind. I might be taking notes.
Go right
way
ahead.
through just to help me get through it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So tell me a little bit about what problem you're having.
Okay, is this with my student that we've discussed, M?
Potentially, yes.
Potentially, yes.
Or whichever student you want to talk about. If that's the one that's causing you the most trouble right now, or
Okay, I have certain challenges, basically, predominantly with one male student of mine, student M, and he has been in the school district for a couple of years. He went to kindergarten here, and he displayed some of the same type of anger issues last year in kindergarten as he is continuing to face here now in first grade.
Okay.
Met with Mom a couple of times, met with a group of people in the school, tried to get some strategies and interventions in place for the child. He has his ups and downs. Right now we're trying other strategies and hoping that these strategies and interventions will work for him.
Okay. So I know you mentioned some anger. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. If M does not get his way, or if things are not going his way, he becomes oppositional. So he will try to do anything or say anything to get out of doing something that he does not want to do.
Okay. So he's not motivated to do tasks that are
that do not, at the present time, if it does not fit his needs, he does not want to do them.
What does it look like when he gets like that?
When he first becomes, he will display, he'll say, I don't want to do it. And I will try to talk to him and ask him, why, what else, what would you like to do? I try to work with him as long as it's something that does not affect his academics. He does go to another classroom. He's starting to do that for math instruction, and that was working for a couple of days, and now there seems to be an issue today with that, so I have to talk to that second grade math teacher to find out.
Oh, so he's taking second grade math.
He's taking we're trying something with, second grade math right now.
So academically he's sound then?
Academically he is sound right now, but I can see with behavior issues and him being angry, he's missing some class time due to him having to leave the room. His grades are not where they should be right now.
Okay.
Where he's capable of.
How was his NWEA scores?
His NWEA scores, of course, in the area of math, he was in the 180s, and I do believe in the reading he was in the high 170s. So he is very, he scored very high in both those areas.
Okay.
So we're trying different strategies, and one of them being him going to a second grade classroom for math instruction for the day, and see how well he fares in a second grade classroom. So that just started earlier this week on the 25th.
So are you sending him to the second grade class more so to see how he's doing academically, but if he's excelling
kind of both. We're kind of doing that academically, and also to give him a little bit of a break from me, and vice versa.
Got it.
We're trying that type of strategy too. If he feels indeed that this, school is boring or school is babyish, we're going to try to up the ante, challenge him and see how well he performs in a second grade classroom.
Got it. Okay. And what other strategies, I guess, have you used?
We have something called the Calm Corner in our classroom, and that is an area where the students go, not just M, but the children go where they can sit on a very comfy, soft plush rug and have some manipulative, soft, squishy balls, different things that twist, and there's a timer, and they know how to set the timer.
So fidgety things.
Fidgety things
Yeah.
to calm themselves down, and I allow them anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, and they can come back. M does have other strategies that he uses. Go get some water. He can take a walk to cool off. He's allowed to take a walk with the hall pass to take a walk and cool off. If he wants to see what we call our check-in, check-out person, who he does check in throughout the day, make sure that he meets his goals, as far as he has 4 goals per day that during different times of the day he can earn a smiley face, or a straight face, or a sad face. So he's working on those goals with his check-in, check-out person. So he does, at times, he does try. There's certain parts of the day where I see that he has difficulty, and one of them right now we're noticing in the morning when he comes to school, he's very, very upset.
Okay.
So we have to work
I was
on
gonna
that.
ask you about that. Yeah.
And he does come into school upset. He doesn't come to school with the others around the 7:55 to 8:05. I'm noticing that he does come in a little bit later, let's say about 8:20, 8:25. So that kind of sets the tone for the day. If he comes in late, he's already upset because he's missed out on some things, that the children are already eating their breakfast and doing their morning work. He has difficulty because he's late. So it's really hard for him to reel him back in at that point.
Do you know why he's coming in late?
We had, when I say we, the administrators had a discussion with Mom during our parent-teacher conferences a few weeks ago in late January. I wasn't part of that meeting because I was conducting parent-teacher conferences in my classroom. Mom never really exactly explicitly said why he was late, but that was mentioned. He comes to school late, and we were concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I never got a definitive answer from Mom.
Do you know a little bit about his home life? Who he lives with?
I know that
parents?
he does live with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned a stepdad. I don't know if he's truly a stepdad or Mom's partner. He has an older sister who is in 4th grade here at school,
Mhm.
and I do believe he has a younger brother, I want to say 2 or 3 years of age.
Okay. And his older sister, does she exhibit any of those
None.
same? Okay.
None, never has.
Okay. Interesting. All right. And so biological dad, we don't really know anything.
I don't know too much at all about
Okay.
biological dad.
Okay. And maybe I'll just have to interview Mom then.
Sure.
Might be something I can check in on a later
Sure,
date.
absolutely.
Yeah, just because coming in late to school definitely
Mhm.
contributes to maybe some of.
Something may or may not be happening at home. I
Mhm.
don't know as far as their routine. If Mom, he mentioned that Mom does work nights. I don't know if she gets off of work at a certain time and maybe cannot get into school on time. Again, I never even asked the older sister. We probably could have asked the older sister
Mhm.
if maybe she can divulge some
Information.
Mhm.
Got it. Yeah, because that could potentially help you guys working
Absolutely,
with him.
yes.
You know. So ideally, what are you looking to see happen with you and M?
Well,
or
for
him in the classroom?
Well, we trust each other. It took a while, but he does trust me. He does feel safe with me. But when he gets angry, and he gets to a point where when he is angry and he shuts down, it is very hard for him to come back.
Mhm.
And we have, tried many different people in the building who have worked with him. And when he shuts down, he may throw things, he may kick things, he screams and yells, and he has a hard time controlling himself. So what I'm hoping that he can learn some strategies for himself to calm himself down, to
Mhm.
self-regulate. So right
Okay.
now, he's not at that point, but I would like him to self-regulate. If he does get angry, or in his words, I'm irritated.
Wow. Okay.
So
yeah.
working on those consistently.
Yeah.
So we're not
Big
there
word
yet.
for a first grader.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So yeah, learning emotional regulation sounds like
Yes.
it's a big deal for you.
Yes.
And are there any ways to teach that in the classroom, emotional regulation, or have you guys? Cause there's things I can do potentially.
I don't really have the tools and resources within the classroom. I do have different books as far as that pertain to first graders. As far as emotions, and when you're angry, you feel this. But we do have a second step program that our social worker and her intern, they do come in once a week with the classes.